It's time to take a TO with coaches Turner and O'Neill. Produced by Curtis Cross and engineered by DJ Krissy.
It's time to take a TO with coaches Steve Turner and Casey O'Neill. Your new favorite podcast features conversation from the world of high school, college, and pro sports, along with other riveting content. Connect with us on Facebook and Instagram at Turner O'Neill Podcast, on Twitter at Turn On Podcast, or visit www.turnerando'neill.com. Be sure to listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Buzzsprout, and other popular podcast platforms. We also bring you Inside the Podcast each week, where you can view the podcast via our YouTube channel. Join the thousands who watch each week. Thanks to our partners, Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage, the Tamara Cusick Team, Dynamic DJ Entertainment, Healthy Baller, the Insurance Alliance Group LLC, our sponsors, O'Neill Development LLC, Next Level Lacrosse, Peace Players International, A Squared Home and Office Solutions, and Collins Funeral Home. And our donors, Justin O'Neill, Winsight Media, and Redwood Investments. Take a TO with Coach Turner and O'Neill is produced by Curtis Cross and engineered by DJ Krissy. Now we welcome you to today's episode as we take a TO with coaches Turner and O'Neill. Here's your host, Curtis Cross.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 21 of Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. I am Curtis Cross, your host, and with me as always, coaches Steve Turner and Casey O'Neill. Each week we invite you to the table and into the studio for our podcast where we discuss high school, college, and pro sports along with the occasional conversation that we feel must be had. We enjoy mixing it up, hosting a variety of guests, and building our listening and viewing audience. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and just about everywhere podcasts can be found. You can also come inside the studio via YouTube each week. Greetings to our listeners and viewers. This is episode 21. We want to thank our partners, Healthy Baller, the Tamara Cusick Team, Insurance Alliance Group, LLC, Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage, and Dynamic DJ Entertainment. This week, the studio looks a little bit different as we welcome Leah, Erica, and Paula, our three wives, into the studio, and in just a few minutes, it will no longer be our show as the wives are taking over the episode. Before I continue, let's introduce these three wonderful women. Welcome to Coach Turner's wife, Leah. Leah, how's it going?
Pretty good. We're going to see.
I don't like the way that sounds.
What?
Like she's plotting, like she has something up her sleeve.
Never.
Gotta be plotting. They had, what, 2 Zoom calls?
Co-conspirator. That's what she is, a co-conspirator.
Hey.
Welcome
you
to...
started it. This was your
one,
idea.
I think this was his idea.
No, stick with that.
Did I introduce you yet? I didn't even introduce you yet.
It's coming this way.
It's great to be here. I'm really glad that you guys did this. It's going to be fun.
All right. Welcome to Coach O'Neill's wife, Erica. Erica, how's it going?
Wonderful. Very excited to be here.
You are not. You are telling a lie to all the people.
But no one can see my face. They just hear my voice.
But they can't hear. You got to move closer to the mic, Erica. Cole got it. You got to jump in there.
I am so excited.
See, now we believe you.
Thank you for having me.
Erica's going to pull the deed to this house. That's what she's going to do. She's going to go to the county. And we welcome back a familiar voice who our listeners will remember as she engineers this very podcast from time to time. Welcome, my wife, Paula. Okay, so...
No, wait. This has been so much fun getting to know the ladies through text and, through FaceTimes. Like Steve said, we had at least two. But, we laughed. We had a lot of fun. And this is episode 21, so you guys are finally legal. So congratulations.
We are legal, and the ladies are here to make it happen. Fellas, how are we doing? How was the weekend, gentlemen?
Weekend was great because we got a Clemson Tiger back this weekend.
Yes, you did. Cole is back in the house.
Mama Bear and myself picked him up, and the girls, and we got our boy back for a little more extended family time. So it's been great.
Cole is like a theme every week. We're following this guy.
He's a good guy to follow. Very humble, very cool, but just having him back in the house makes, Thanksgiving a little bit better.
He's going to be back till January?
Oh, they'll stay because the colleges don't want the kids coming traveling and then
Right.
coming back. So yeah, they'll do the virtual midterms and finish up classes, and yeah, so we got him to January.
All right. We're going to bring him in the studio.
We have to. Yep. Got his test before he came back, negative, which is good.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
There we
Coach
go.
Turner, talk to me about your weekend, fella.
It was good. I mean, my wife changed some rooms around, cluttered my office back up.
Uh-oh.
That happens. Wait.
And J-Rock got an offer from Penn State.
Hey.
We ain't mad at that. We are not mad at that.
So good weekend. Can't
All
complain.
right. So, hashtag one proud dad.
Definitely one proud dad.
And mom.
All right. And of course, DJ Krissy is here, typically our ally. But today, DJ Krissy is also a part of this takeover, so I may have to call into question her loyalty. But what's up, DJ Krissy?
We're going to have some fun today. I'm pretty excited. And yeah, ladies.
No, the
well
smiles. Those
done.
smiles when they look at Krissy, something's going on here. I'm telling you. We're going to find out. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
You think it's like a conspiracy or
I
something?
need you to put your sleuth hat on because we're going to get to the bottom of this today, gumshoe.
I would have thought the two of you would at least been, listening in on some of these calls.
No, let them have the episode. Now, I want to be surprised. I
Well,
want to be
apparently,
fresh.
Mrs. Turner didn't find out she was going to be on the podcast until.
Oh, snap. Oh, so
I think
now
the same with Mrs. O'Neill, Steve. We didn't.
They found out. They knew.
Paula knew off break.
Well,
I
if they did-
found out by listening to the podcast.
and that was the way we wanted you to find out.
Well, that's not how all wives found out.
How'd you find out, Paula?
Hey, Paula, you guys are going to be putting together, you're going to be taking over the podcast, so I'm going to
So
have to...
everyone got it the same way.
There you go. Yeah.
It was,
I'm
no
gonna say so.
one got it any different.
Paula got the courtesy of
Isn't it
an
time for a commercial?
announcement.
Curtis E.
Oh, boy.
Are we starting are we doing that early?
I mean, we're getting this going now.
I mean,
You're the engineer. You figure it out. You drop that stuff
wrong.
in where you
Dead
want
wrong.
to drop it in.
Dead wrong.
Look, let's go to break, and we are coming right back. O'Neill Development is a construction, remodeling, and development firm that has been active in Maryland, Virginia, Washington, D.C., and the Eastern Shore since 1975. O'Neill Development specializes in custom residential work, providing extensive pre-construction and construction services. Find us at www.o'neilldev.com or call 301-840-9310.
be sure to listen at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Buzzsprout, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, or Google Podcasts. Download the app and subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss an episode of Take It To You with Turner and O'Neill.
Coach Turner here. Check out this week's episode drop and tell a friend to join the team at Take It To You with Turner and O'Neill by following, subscribing, and liking the show. One headline is brought to you by
Insurance Alliance Group manages the gap between damage appraisal estimates from your insurance company and what you are rightfully owed based on your policy. They work on behalf of policyholders with claim assistance and disputes to maximize claims. Insurance Alliance Group serves as professional advisors and trusted advocates. The Insurance Alliance Group handles business and home property loss. Visit us at insurancealliancegroup.com or call 866-574-4773.
Portions of the podcast were previously recorded. Now, back to Take It To You with Turner and O'Neill.
The wives have the headline of the week. Ladies, take it over.
All right, now I have to thank a friend for helping me with this headline, so I want to thank Mr. Sean Parker.
Oh my God. Why would he do that to us?
Because he's awesome. All right, so the Pittsburgh Steelers, current owners of the NFL's best record at 10-0, has had 3 head coaches since the NFL merger in 1970. They were Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin. In that same 50-year period, the Washington Redskins football team has had 15 head coaches.
That's the headline?
See how many you all can name.
Go, Casey. You got it all.
I have my teacher marker. I'm ready to...
So it's 15 since that same time when Chuck Noll. Okay. Well, obviously Joe Gibbs.
Yep.
Richie Pettibone.
Yep.
Norv Turner.
Yep.
who was after Norv? 1 year was Marty Schottenheimer.
Yep.
Steve Spurrier.
Yep. Jim Zorn.
Jim Zorn. Joe
Yep.
Gibbs again. Oh my gosh, what's his name?
Robisky.
Yeah, Terry was there 1 year, but why am I? Oh, Shanahan, right? Mike Shanahan.
Yeah, Mike Shanahan.
Jay Gruden. Obviously, right now we have
Rivera.
but we're missing some in there. How many is that? 10?
How many are we missing, babe?
We are missing 4.
All right, we're missing 4. There were a couple interims as well.
Not George Marshall. George Marshall?
George Marshall's our friend.
No, but there's a George Preston Marshall.
Who'd I miss between Gibbs and Norv Turner?
You said that.
You
Did I?
said Nerf. You said Nerf.
Oh man,
Jim Zorn? We got him?
we got
Jim
Jim
Repeat
Zorn.
it.
Yep.
I feel like we're missing one in between there.
Who was right before Ron? Ron Rivera.
Right, Jay Gruden. I said that.
Nope, there was one in between.
Oh,
Oh,
Bill Callahan.
Yeah. Okay. And now you're missing the first 3.
George
Allen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, George Allen. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. There's 2 left.
George Preston Marshall was not one of our coaches.
No, he was. No,
Okay.
not him.
Can I look it up?
Man, I'm gonna.
No,
be,
you
I'm
want a
gonna be
clue?
upset. Yes.
Yes.
All right. First name is Bill.
Oh no.
William?
I don't know.
Bill.
His last name is
Start spelling it.
City in Texas.
Bill Houston?
No.
Austin.
Yes, Bill Austin.
Okay.
All right. And then the other person is a Jack.
Oh, Parde.
Yes.
Is that right?
Wow.
Jack Parday.
So we got help on a couple.
So
Party.
impressed.
Yeah.
All right.
I
All right.
am
close.
too.
Pretty good.
That's
Close.
my man.
Sorry.
Do we get points? Do we get points for that? Or does he get the point? I got like one.
Attaboy. You got an attaboy. Good job.
Boy. All right, so that's the headline.
Wow.
That's the headline.
Trubisky was big. That was a big one right there. I would not have gotten that little because he was interim for like the last.
He was the tight ends coach, wasn't he?
Yeah, when they fired somebody, he came in for like the last 4 or 5 games.
Norville. When it was Norville, because that's that. Don't forget, that's what.
Well, they messed up by
Jack Kent
by
Cook
not
called
letting
him.
Marty Schottenheimer go
And
more
do
than
you
1
know
year.
the connection? Jack Kent Cook used to own the Lakers in the Great Western Forum and the L.A. Kings.
Yes.
Yes, he did, but he called him Norville, is what he called him. That's what he called
It's a
him.
good headline.
That's
Good
a
job,
good-
ladies.
Thank you, Sean Parker. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your one headline.
I'm Coach Casey O'Neill with Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. Advertising opportunities are available, so why not gain the exposure of our listeners by becoming a donor, sponsor, or partner? Simply contact our producer, Curtis Cross, and we can get you started today.
Thanks to our partners, the Tamara Cusick Team, Dynamic DJ Entertainment, Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage, Healthy Baller, and Insurance Alliance Group, LLC. Our sponsors, O'Neill Development, LLC, Next Level Lacrosse, Peace Players International, A Squared Home and Office Solutions, and Collins Funeral Home. Our donors, Redwood Investments, Justin O'Neill, donor, and Winsight Media.
Winsight Media, connecting the food and allied retail industries through research, media, and events. Visit www.winsightmedia.com for more info.
Redwood Investments. We are a private investment firm providing growth capital for acquisitions, roll-ups, and management-led buyouts. Visit redwoodinvestments.com or call 202-333-1395.
If you have a question for the fellas, submit your question or show idea right on our website. Go to www.turnerandoneal.com and click Submit Your Idea.
Become a friend of the program. Friendship level contributions start at just $25. Each contribution helps to fuel Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. To find out more or make your contribution, go to www.turnerandoneal.com and click Friends of the Podcast. Portions of the podcast were previously recorded. Now, back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. The starting 5. You want someone to steal second base or something? Is that what y'all are doing? They're sending signs across the table.
What's the starting five? Anything can happen here.
The starting five, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a little bit different this week. The wives have to answer our starting five. 5 questions for each wife. They're all going to be the same. 30 seconds to answer the question. And if you don't answer it in 30 seconds, Krissy, what do they get? There you go. You can defer once per round of 5. So Leah, if I throw a question your way, you can defer and they can get back to you, all right? First question I'm going to send to Leah since I'm looking right at her. Here's your first starting 5 question. Name your best married memory.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's like a whole flood of memories coming back.
Right, you got to pick one.
Okay, just one?
Yeah,
Okay, when Jared was born.
that's a good one.
And we were just talking about this the other day. Not to get too graphic,
Oh, okay,
Oh,
please
boy.
don't.
Hey.
but I had to have an emergency C-section.
Okay.
And the best, of course, having the baby and seeing the baby was amazing. But the best part was when Jared was pulled out and I just was able to see like the look on Steve's face. And we just had this like moment together where we were like, what should we name him? Because we didn't want to name him, until he was born. We had 2 names picked out.
Okay.
And Steve was just like, I don't know what was going on in his mind, but his face was just.
What was going on in my mind? I saw a lot of things that I didn't expect to see. And in that moment, I knew I didn't have a choice in the name. It was definitely going to be whatever Leah wanted it to be.
Mad respect. Let's just say that. And I guess what I'm getting at is like that was a great moment, but the best part is that he saw all this stuff from on the other side of the curtain that was like gorier than you probably ever want to know, and he just kept this composure. So I had no idea like how crazy the other side of the curtain looked because I was just looking in his eyes and he was just so calm and
That's your smooth co-conspirator.
yeah.
Erica, your best married moments.
This was actually about
This right here? I hope not.
Different question.
it's going down in history. 2 years ago, it was on my 40th birthday. Casey surprised me, and we went back down to Gonzaga with the kids, and we renewed our vows and had a little mini wedding with just us and the kids. And our youngest Claire is just so into like love and princesses and everything. So she was just so excited that she could be a part of it, and that was pretty cool. Just to be able to share that with them after.
You got a good dude because he mentioned that on this show.
Remember that. I
Yes, he
remember that
has.
story.
It was one of the memories before, not before, but one of those questions. So thank you.
All right, Paula, best married memory.
It's so funny that you say that because I feel like you read my mind. I would say probably when we renewed our vows on, when we did our 10-year anniversary on the cruise. Curtis surprised me, and our friend renewed our vows for us, and my father was able to be at our renewal, and he wasn't at our wedding the first time, so that was pretty special.
That's awesome.
What about when I arranged for you and your dad to have a first dance? Because I did that too.
You did that too.
By the way, can you tell Leah what did I say when Adam was born? Because the doctor told me to get ready, right?
Can I say that on?
You can say that on the show.
You said, "Oh shit,"
Because I didn't know it was going to happen so quick.
because they dropped the table, and
The next thing I know, I'm looking at this boy's head.
Right?
Casey, you got the next one.
All right, question 2 is going to come to my beautiful wife, Erica. She'll lead us off. If you could push a button and accomplish one goal above all others, what goal would it be? And if you need to think, you can defer.
I wish I spoke a second language fluently.
That's a good one.
I like it. Paul.
one goal.
Push that button. What are you going to get?
I think maybe to, I don't know, solve COVID right now.
Okay. All right. That'll work.
I'll take that all day long.
Mrs. Turner.
This is hard.
You've had two questions to think about it.
I know, but I just change goals like
The pressure.
frequently. I mean, I'm always doing some new something.
The good news
But-
is we're not committed to this. though.
Okay, good.
There's a ding, baby.
No,
that
no,
you could
don't
get
ding
there.
me. Okay, write a book. I want to write a book. I want to write a book, and I want it to be good, and I want people to love it.
Do it.
So, Steve, if you ever want to get an answer out of her, just say she's going to get dinged because she can answer right away.
I do not want the ding.
All right, I got question number 3, and I'm going to go to Paula
Oh
first.
shoot.
Living or not living, which family member would you want to sit down with and have a meaningful conversation?
Probably my mom's father. You know, we were listening. I have a cassette tape that I recorded of him when I was in high school. I had to record or, do some kind of research. And it was great to listen to him now, I don't know how many years later, 30 years later, and hear him talk about the Depression and, how they lived and all this stuff. But, listening to it, I think, and having an interview with him through a 40-something-year-old eyes and ears would be totally different, and I would have a lot more value to it. So I think that would be amazing.
Cool. Leah?
You know this is hard for me. Do I sound like a broken record? Everything's hard.
It's fun.
I've been doing this family tree research, so I've got all these family
He told
members.
us,
Yeah. But what comes to mind is my maternal grandmother, my mom's mom, because she actually died when my mom was 6 months pregnant with me.
Wow.
So my mom will sometimes mention her, and she'll say, "Oh, your grandmother would," or say things that my grandmother once said. Or sometimes I get sneezing fit or hiccuping. You know how I had that hiccup thing? I can't stop hiccuping, and apparently my grandmother used to do that. So I just wish I could just meet her. Yeah.
Last but not least, Erica?
I'm gonna echo what you said. The same. My mother's mother, she passed away when my mother was younger, so I never got to meet her. And I just love seeing the pictures, and I wish, it's so cool when you get to hear stories from your grandparents, number one, about your parents when they were younger, and just to learn more about your family and your history.
All right, I got question 4. So we're gonna go back to you, Leah. Name 3 jobs you've had in your life.
Oh, that's easy.
Whoa.
Well, I was a lifeguard. I worked at a pet store. And I was a lawyer.
Oh, all right.
So you're a recovering lawyer now?
Well, now I am doing what I really,
Now you enjoy your job.
love to do, right? But
Awesome. All right. Mrs. O'Neill.
I worked at Pizza Hut. I worked for Wet Seal and Contempo Casuals in Southern California in the height of the 90s when I missed those fashion days. And
You got some acid wash jeans, don't you? Don't lie. I know you do.
I probably do. Some little cardigans and the mini tops.
There you go.
And I was in mortgage banking.
Paul.
McDonald's, tanning bed, which is a tanning salon, and a day camp during the summer.
Very nice.
I missed those day camp days.
Good times.
That was fun.
Yeah.
All right, Steve. Question
All
5.
right.
Last one.
I'm going to Erica first. Which of our coaching moments will you look back on as a defining moment in our coaching careers thus far?
Wait,
for all of them.
No. So
Just for my
your
hus-
for
I
your
don't have
husband.
to- okay.
No, just for your husband.
We didn't do our homework on the other guy.
Nah,
Yes.
just for your husband.
Well, obviously, I mean, your first year as the head coach, that was a big deal. It was right after we got married, so there were a lot of changes. But I think also, and most recently, your 2019 season, just coaching our son his senior year. And it was one of those, and I'm sure you guys had this with Jared, when they're so little and you have them on the field or on the basketball court and they're 3 and 4 and you're like, one day you're going to play here. And then when they actually do, it's one of those where you're like, wait, you really see
That just
how
happened, right?
fast- Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
They grow up so fast, and it's just so cool to see the bond between that. So not only your coaching, but to have your son there too.
Awesome. Paula, you're next.
I would say when you stopped coaching, that just changed, and it was such a pivotal time. I mean, you were giving so much to coaching, and I think that as coaches and coaches' wives, you guys know that. And then Chelsea asked you to not coach anymore, and I don't know if it was a hard decision for you, but you never made it seem like a hard decision. And you've been home ever since, and it's great having dinners and great having everything with you. And, you know, you live vicariously, I think, with these guys, and, you know, you have, you know, basketball and all this other stuff, you know, watching with the kids. But it's nice to have sports from the bleachers when it can happen.
All right.
Wow. Love it. Mrs. Turner, you're next.
What is it now? A defining moment? Is that what you said?
Which of my coaching moments is a defining
So many moments,
For you.
Steve. Defining for me? No, I'm reading too much into this. Gosh, I'm not gonna get dinged though. I would. This is. I'll just pick one. There's been many. I'll pick one. The city title year when you won. When your team won the city title, and we were packed in, not packed, but we were. It was at the Verizon Center, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
everybody coming out of the woodwork, coming to that game, and everybody being so proud of you because it was like, you know, you were following in Dick Meyer's footsteps. He was there for 29 years. You were just trying to, you know, make your way, and you were able to help lead your team to that, like, you know, crowning moment where you could, and then there's no city title game anymore, so that's kind of nostalgic. But I just remember everybody being so proud of you, and especially me.
Thank you.
We were 100% proud of that guy at Verizon Center. Absolutely. I know your defining moment is the same as hers. What is yours? Would it be that one or?
I've said it before on the show. I don't know that it was the city title. I think it was just winning that first championship, WCAC championship.
Right.
When we talk about the city titles and we talk about the state championships and the different things that come after the WCAC, I mean, if we got a little time, I can tell a little story to that.
It's your
to that
show,
year.
sir.
Oh,
You
wait,
got time.
winning my first championship certainly is a defining moment. And that year, I think the city adds on to it because the way it went down. Like, I thought we had basically left everything in the tank to get the first one.
Right.
And so going into the city title, there's a little banquet with both teams and coaches up in the restaurant of now the, I guess, Verizon Center. Keeps changing names on
Capital
Capital
One
One.
Arena.
Capital One
yeah.
Arena. Well, at the time, Mr. Vincent Gray is announcing the teams, and he, you know, gives a spiel, and I think at the time we were, I guess, what did we finish that year? 34-1. So we were
33-1.
So we were at that time, I guess we ended up winning 4 more games, so we're 31-1.
Okay.
And he says 31-1, and a kid from Theodore Roosevelt goes, "That'll be 2 tomorrow." And to be able to just look around the room at all my players, and none of them said anything, but I saw it on their faces. And I remember being able to tap Coach Hill and say, excuse my French, but I'm just going to say it the way I said it, "We got this shit tomorrow."
Right.
And I believe we went back from the arena back to a practice at Gonzaga, probably our best practice of the year, and we came out the next night and blew the doors off of them.
Here's
to
my
win the
question.
city title.
Why didn't you take your foot off the gas, though, Steve? Because you could have taken your foot off the gas in that game.
There was a lot of stuff that was said.
They have Mr. Gray to thank for that.
Mr. Gray, who at that time was trying to find a way to become the mayor, he made it clear that DC wanted the DC Publix and not the WCAC to win it. And I thought it was pretty cool to have, at that time, Governor O'Malley in the stands cheering with our guys. I mean, he made his way, and I don't think it was even for him to do, but he made his way on the floor and handed us our trophies. And for him to be a Gonzaga grad and kind of, you know, politics ends up playing into sport in this city. I still have some pictures that I can see some faces where they were not happy having to hand us those trophies.
Right.
And for him to be able to celebrate with us and be in the stands cheering on like he was back in the student section when he was in high school, and our guys to get that win, that was an unbelievable moment.
A few weeks ago, I didn't know what O'Malley you were
As
talking
I like
about.
to call him Carcetti from The Wire, because that was his that's his character on The Wire.
All right, Coach O'Neal, we know how much you loved having Cole and the girls. You won't talk about that moment without it being Cole and the girls and your wife right there. And I think the year before that you did not win, right?
2 years before that.
2 years before that. Okay.
2 years before that. So we had won. Cole had won his junior year and his senior year. So obviously that picture to have Erica and the girls there and Cole and just holding that trophy and the smiles were amazing, right? But probably that first championship in 2010 was the one, right? 12 years we hadn't won a league championship, so in historic fashion came back down 5 goals, tied the game up in the fourth quarter with 17 seconds and won in overtime.
Is that a fresh Clemson Tiger shirt?
Mrs. O'Neal gave this shirt to me. We ordered this, I guess. Yeah, it's got a little USA flag here. Yeah, it's fresh.
All right, cool.
Brand new.
And thank you. That moment, Chelsea said she wanted me to stay home more, but I thought she might say the undefeated season we had 05-06. That was a good.
That was pretty
a good time. And what I was most proud of in that game was one of our girls had a concussion 3 or 4 games before, and I was not gonna leave. It was George Marshall High School where we got the final game to go undefeated without putting her in the game. Now she wasn't supposed to be, but of course it was a go in the corner, let someone pass you the ball, pass it back, call timeout, and get out of the game. There's no way you're not going to be in the undefeated game. So that was pretty fun. But I'm glad to not be doing it anymore. And wow, no one got dinged. Krissy, I think you had a forgivable watch or stopwatch there. But ladies and gentlemen, that is your starting 5. The starting 5.
Hi, this is Coach Casey O'Neal, and I'm inviting you to join me, Coach Turner, and the Take a TO team for this Thursday's episode drop.
Since 1939, the Collins family has served families of Montgomery County and Greater Washington with dignified professional service in their time of need. We continue the same family tradition today at our funeral home located just off the Beltway in Silver Spring, Maryland. Our family of experienced funeral directors stand ready to assist you around the clock 365 days a year. Whether you wish to pre-plan or you have experienced a loss, please contact us to discuss how we can assist you at your time of need. Call 301-593-9500 or visit collinsfuneralhome.com.
Become a friend of the program. Friendship level contributions start at just $25. Each contribution helps to fuel Take a TO with Turner and O'Neal. To find out more or make your contribution, go to www.turnerandoneal.com and click Become a Friend. This segment of Take a TO with Turner and O'Neal is sponsored by...
From Washington, D.C. to Ocean City, Woodbridge to Columbia, Richmond to Virginia Beach, the hottest DJs are right here. The Mid-Atlantic Professional DJ Association.
Can you feel the power?
You become the star right here with the DJ Krissy Karaoke Show. Choose your song and step to the mic.
Now, back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neal.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the takeover begins. We will turn the mics over to the ladies. It's your show now.
All right, Krissy.
Are you ready?
We have called in an expert to
We
help
have.
us today. We do not travel alone. We
travel in packs.
Yes.
Look over my shoulder.
We travel. we hired a hired gun.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
So what we're doing today, that was so secretive up until now, and we're going to have so much fun with it today. We are doing the Not So Newlywed Game.
Sports edition.
First round, sports edition.
Okay.
So each of our fellas have a whiteboard where you can write down your answers as we ask the questions, and then we will see if your answers match what the lady said. And we're keeping score.
Yes.
Oh, snap.
So,
How many questions are there?
So don't let us down, Curtis Cross.
How many questions are there?
I learned that these wives are very
it's-
competitive.
it's more than one
Not just the guys.
Just wanna put
and less than 10.
Let's go. Here y'all go.
I mean,
Should we mark it down? Question 1, 2, 3, or just?
we're just one answer at a time.
And you have this.
That's what the eraser is for.
Or your tissues if you get the question wrong.
Oh boy.
For your tears, just in case.
Well, let's go. What you waiting on?
All right. So we're going to start off with our first question. Is everyone ready? Gentlemen, are you ready?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Let's do it.
Steve has got his game face on. I'm a little nervous.
It's just no answer. He's just ready to go.
You should be.
All right. First question for the sports edition. What was the first sporting event you and your spouse, or could have been girlfriend at the time, attended together?
Not any old girlfriend, just the wives that
Your current wife.
maybe were your
You
girlfriends at
might
the
not
time.
have been married yet.
The people sitting next to you.
Good one. Thank you for clarification.
There needs to be some clarification.
Could have gone that.
How clarified?
Now it's personal.
Just what the sporting event was. I mean, if you have a little bit more than we went to see a football game, that would be great.
Although we had discussed, and guys, you all can name plays and specific things. So we wouldn't be surprised if you said, oh, it was this and this and this. And, this person passed to this person. So we wouldn't be
I have
shocked
a
at
little
all.
thing called sportsnesia. It's like amnesia, but I can't remember what I was
Because
watching.
you've watched
Who was
838
playing.
games. That's
Right.
why.
No pressure,
I used
but I'm
to fall
kind
asleep
of
in the stands.
I'm kind of expecting March 4th, 2005. We were at
Nope. You done seen Jared
right.
play football, lacrosse, and everything. I'm ready.
All right, we can
But answer the question, fool. Look, you buckaroo.
No, wait. Let DJ Krissy tell us what.
Hold on. Do you have on?
I just want
you have on
everybody
some
to have
chaps?
their answers written down, so you don't erase it as we go.
I got it right here.
I just want to make sure everybody's ready. All right. Mr. Turner, are you ready? All right. So we're going to start with Mr. Turner.
So wouldn't the wives? So they already have their answers down.
Oh, I already have the
already knows
answers.
the
Yeah, so why don't we say their answer first and then see if we get it right?
No.
Because Chrissy's the
That's
host.
not how it works.
Because we want to see what you got.
All right, Steve.
What was it?
Wait.
AAU hoops or a WCAC game is what he's saying.
All right. What
Either
did Leah say?
or.
I think you have to choose one.
You have to pick one.
I'm going to go with the AAU game.
Leah said it was Gonzaga versus DeMatha basketball at American University.
Crossed off the wrong one.
And that was in 1996. So she had a year.
Well, I think that's wrong because we went out of town and traveled to Vegas for an AAU tournament, and we were dating at the time.
I don't remember watching any games. We were gambling. We were sitting by the pool. We did not go to a game. I'm pretty sure I did not go to any of those games.
That's wrong.
That's fine. That's fine. We just lost points.
I think you're wrong. You were wrong. So.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
Did you bring 2 cars?
I remember everything about Vegas except for a game. I did not go to a game. I don't even think I went to a gym that weekend.
You did.
Okay.
All right, who's next? Chris?
Sportsnesia.
All right. Casey, Hollywood, you're up next.
Redskin Cowboy game.
Oh, yeah. He
Redskins
told us that.
Cowboys game. That is correct.
Let's go.
Whatever.
All right, O'Neill's. You're in the lead. Mr. Cross.
I remember her and I don't know if this was the first one. We went to that basketball game at Coolidge High School, and the guy was wearing a sweatshirt that said, "Each one, teach one."
yeah.
That was the first one. What did you say?
Krissy?
It was still basketball,
Which one?
Of course it was.
but it was with good counsel, and Callie played.
Who?
Callie.
Oh, wow. Callie at UConn, Callie?
Well, she wasn't at UConn at the time. She was at good counsel.
No, we went to that game at Coolidge, and remember the dude had the
All
each
right.
one teach one sweatshirt on.
We got a 1-0 lead
No,
here. Let's move on.
actually, I can tell you
Next question.
that you went with your ex-girlfriend to that game.
Oh,
And then you sent me a picture.
I didn't even have a text phone then.
You sent me the picture of it.
Pager.
You were. Stop, Adrian.
That's why I said clarify, girlfriend.
You
wife,
sent me the
person sitting
picture.
next to
You were at this game with
I
me.
swear on my
I put
life.
you on a plane that day after the game.
You screwed up.
I'm gonna put you on a plane right now.
And we're already into it.
We'll talk about this later.
Ding, ding them.
Next question, please.
Ding, ding.
He wants to keep his lead.
I'm right on this one.
If your wife could play any professional sport, what would she play?
Oh, jeez. I don't know.
Any professional
Roller
sport.
derby. I don't know.
I come and watch.
Any professional sport?
That would be fun.
Oh man.
Any professional sport.
Talk in the meantime.
Nope.
You should set a timer too, for us. To
See? You know what?
He thinks because he's in the.
She was prepared. I see you,
Yeah,
Krissy.
she was.
Get it on.
Curtis, hold your board away. Your wife's looking over there.
We've already answered.
The clock's on his side right now, so he
we're
wants
ready.
to speed it up.
I'm
Everybody's
good.
ready. Everybody's ready. Okay, everybody's ready. All right, so we're going to start on the opposite side.
Wait a minute. Even if she could see the answer, they're already committed to their answers.
That's true. Very true.
It's already written down.
Even the boys are getting angry with each other. This is
Those two get angry with each other.
That's
Don't
true.
keep
Fair
me
enough.
out of
Maybe
that
you'll
one.
take a week off next week. We got a big guest coming in next
Yes,
week.
we do.
they would miss each other.
Not as
if they
big as
had to
these
be away
beautiful
from each
women,
other.
though. I'll say that much.
So did you just call my wife big?
Not as big as these beautiful women.
What is
Did you call them
happening? Please,
BBWs?
please
Just
get
call
a
us
hold-
He
BBWs.
just called y'all
Get
BBWs.
a hold of the people.
Your wife ain't nothing but
my.
88 pounds soaking wet.
This
She's
is
small.
Not a good path to
She's
to go
perfect.
down.
Come on.
All right, it's my
You
turn.
know? Yes, Mr. Cross.
Basketball. What did Paula say?
Paula indeed said basketball.
Yeah!
Oh my God.
Give me some points.
Give us some points.
Oh, us?
Us
That's
some
us?
points.
That's it, me?
Yes, you did.
All right, Casey.
Professional cheer. Like gymnastics cheer.
That's correct.
Gymnastics and cheer aren't the same thing. Hold on. What did she say?
She said cheer.
She said cheer.
Oh, okay. You can't say cheer and gymnastics.
I said, look what I wrote.
That's not the same sport.
But he wrote down
Describe
professional
what he meant
cheer.
by cheer.
Slow down,
He meant,
Tiger,
like,
slow
not
down.
just cheering in the stands, but like actually moving about.
I'm starting to think Erica shared these answers with Mr. O'Neill.
Right?
Well,
We're just in love.
My husband just knows me.
Shots fired.
I said soccer.
Soccer is correct.
Good job, guys.
We've got points.
So me and
all
Steve are on the
around
board with
for
our
that
ladies.
one.
With our ladies.
As long as I didn't go over.
As long as you keep the ladies involved, we're okay. Lord.
All right, next question.
All right, our next question. And I love this one. If your spouse goes to the concession stand with $20, what is she coming back with?
Not a damn bit of change. I can tell you that.
but you're assuming it's your $20 that she's going with.
We'll go
no.
ahead and give you guys the timer.
So that's not a one. That may not be a.
It could be multiple
He's always
things.
trying to clarify.
But what if I get two things and she
think I
put
did
three?
that
That's
too.
like I gotta get credit or something.
You want partial credit?
I'm just saying because we don't know if she put 5 things or 1. I know what her favorite
But
thing is.
Time is ticking.
You only have $20.
I already got one written down. I'm good there.
Would there be another?
Gosh. So if. All right.
And time's up.
And I went first last time, so I know I ain't going first now.
All right, Casey.
So obviously the concession stand at a game, usually outside, hot chocolate, probably popcorn and a hot dog.
She actually said none of those.
All right.
This
Erica
would be if I went. If I went.
I
to
know
this-
you would. I would thought you would have gotten like hot.
But
chocolate.
we in love.
You don't-
We're also still winning.
I knew she would loosen up before this thing got over. I love it, Erica. Yes.
What did she say?
Y'all
Erica
just sold me
said-
the house. Y'all don't own the house.
Pretzel and French fries.
Oh, that's yeah. Okay.
See that I didn't write one of them, but that was one.
Oh, now you got
All right, Steve.
I was
What
gonna- I
did
was
Leah
gonna
come back with?
Fries, water, and pretzel.
No? She said none of those either.
The thing is, I just realized he doesn't know what I'm doing at the concession stand because he's coaching, so he doesn't know my.
I'm going
my
based on going to
habits.
pro events with you and what I've seen you come back with. That was what my answer was based on.
All right, it's different when I'm watching. your
Leah
games.
said Diet Coke and popcorn.
I always need like soda at your games. I think it's like an anxious thing.
All right, here we go.
I didn't
So-
base it on our game, so that's
I
why.
know.
All
That's
right.
why.
And then
So
we have
are we on I Street? Because she's going to come back with 14 hot dogs if Clarinda's working the damn concession stand. That's what she's going to come back with. Because Steve's mom, y'all know, I put
And
popcorn.
another T-shirt too.
Right. I got like 14 T-shirts, but Clarinda going to sell me another one.
You got to remember, she's in position of membership has its privileges, so she ain't gonna have to deal with all that.
She does not. Popcorn, chicken sandwich, and bottled water. That's what I said.
That sounds good.
well, you got 2 out of 3.
So what does that? See, that's the problem with a multiple choice answer like that.
I would give you credit.
Thank you, Steve.
I would.
Why, thank you, guys.
I mean, you're the only one that hit any of the notes here. So.
So Paula said 2 waters, 2 hot dogs, and popcorn.
All right. So do I get credit or
We'll give it to
you getting all that for $20? What game would you go to?
Well, I said.
She specified.
She specified in her answer that this is high school concessions because you can't get that much at a pro game.
There you go.
Exactly.
So
$20 doesn't get you.
So we get credit. So rewind back about 30 seconds. You are not in the lead by yourself.
It's all right.
We have a tie.
Come on, Steve.
The game is young.
So it's always supposed to be 2 against 1, and we be nothing.
All right, we're going to do one more question for the sports edition, and then we'll take a quick break.
All right.
A breather.
A quick breather. Everyone calm down a little bit, you know. All right. What was the most memorable coaching moment your husband has had since you've been married?
We ruined that for y'all earlier.
Yeah. Maybe we should skip that one.
We do have one more.
I would probably
We
skip
can
that.
go ahead.
Yeah.
If your wife was given an all-expense-paid trip to a luxurious private island, but the trip had to occur on the same day as a championship game you were coaching, which would she choose to attend?
You don't
We'll
even
read
need
that
the Jeopardy
again.
clock for that. You don't need to read
I
that
don't even
again.
care.
Yeah, we don't need extra time on that. None of us do.
That was fast. All right.
Okay.
We're going to start over
I
here.
think you know us.
Championship game. She wouldn't want us to miss that. And the island's going to be there. Championship only comes around once.
No, it wasn't you both missing it. She would be the one missing it.
She wouldn't miss the championship game either.
Okay.
That is what she said.
I know that. I know my wife. We in love.
All right. We are going to go Steve. Next. What did Leah say?
Trip.
That is what she said.
You know your wife.
Go ahead, Steve.
She said
She knows that I would back her in whatever her choice would be, and that's why I know she would take the trip.
she's going to the private island because you can meet her there after the game.
There you go.
There you go. Hey.
Good one, Steve. You know how selfish I am.
All right. What did Erica say?
I like that answer too. She deserves to go. She should be going, but I think she said she'd be at the game.
She did say game.
Oh,
Good job, guys.
We need a
You got some
tiebreaker.
good women. You got some good women.
Paul, Krissy, I think we need a tiebreaker over here.
You will, the next segment. Relax.
Oh, it's
We
more-
have?
We got more.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm still in the game now. Watch out, boy. Watch out now.
This is the
Slow your
sports
roll.
edition of the Not So Newlywed Game. We have more coming up.
Can I go to the restroom? Can you go to a commercial now?
You're not off the hook yet.
Oh, boy.
You got to climb through the window.
All right, so we are going to go to break, and then we'll come back with some more questions.
All right.
thank you, Krissy.
Run. Run.
Train like a Spartan. Next Level Lacrosse is dedicated to providing a terrific lacrosse experience that is intensely focused on player development and character formation. Players at all levels will improve significantly through professional coaching and carefully designed training programs that stress proper technique and a tireless work ethic. You'll find us at www.nextlevelspartans.com.
Connect with us socially on Instagram and Facebook at Turner O'Neill Podcast, on Twitter at Turn On Podcast, On YouTube, just search Turner and O'Neill, then subscribe. And of course, you can visit our website at www.turnerando'neill.com.
If you are looking to increase sales and gain exposure, partnership opportunities are available. Contact our producer, Curtis Cross, today to get started. Email turnero'neillpodcast@gmail.com to get started.
This segment of Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill is sponsored by Real Estate is more than just houses. It's about people, too. The Tamara Cusick team offers an all-inclusive approach, making the home buying and selling process efficient, financially smart, and stress-free for you. From home prep-up to complimentary staging, expert counsel to an experienced and qualified team of professionals, let's chat houses. Visit www.tamaraforhomes, that's the number 4.com, or call 301-780-4663. Now, back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill.
All right, we are back, and we have some more fun coming up. But before we get started with some more questions, I figured you guys would like to know what the score is.
Please
Sure
do.
would.
All right, we have the Crosses. They are here with 15. Next up, we've got Casey and Erica. You guys also have 15. And Steve and Leah, you guys have 10.
All right, it's a good game.
So it's anyone's game right now.
Nice. All right, let's get this.
All right. Here we go. Our next question. Who is your wife's celebrity crush?
You didn't say what category it was. It was sports last time. You gotta.
This is the general questions. This
Potpourri.
Is yeah, there you go. The potpourri. Don't worry. You guys will have a chance to come back.
I have no clue.
You guys will have a chance to come back. Do we have an answer? Looks like Casey's ready.
I'm ready.
What have you got, Casey?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum is correct.
Uh-oh.
Another podcast.
All right, Mr. Cross.
Michael Ealy, give me my points.
That is correct. What did Leah say?
I have no clue.
It's you,
Steve
Coach Turner.
Turner.
Because I don't talk about that stuff.
I don't have a clue. I'm being honest.
Just guess.
What are you doing?
What's the? See, I think who's the soap opera dude?
Who's the Tybo guy?
He was what's the dude? Moore, light skinned dude.
Not Michael Moore. Shamar Moore.
Shamar Moore.
Close.
Damn, that was a good one.
Not Michael Moore?
Close.
But that wouldn't have been a good one.
That was pretty close. But
Okay, don't worry about it.
It was Boris Kojo.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not bad.
Sorry. That was a hard one for us.
All right, next question.
We're in love.
You guys are never going to live that one down. If your husband was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, who would their phone a friend be?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I'll go first.
Was it me?
Steve. What did Leah say?
I'm gonna say my cousin Sean
What is their last name?
Clifton.
All right.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What?
I mean,
I've
right
got to
in my
double
ear.
check. As the host, I need full names. All right, Mr. Cross.
I'm going my Aunt Angela. Sorry, my Aunt Angela.
That is incorrect.
How many times have I said she's like the smartest woman I know?
Yeah, a lot of times.
There you go.
Paula said Sean Parker.
I mean, he knows a lot of stuff.
She tried to give you a hint with that Sean Parker.
But my Aunt Angela is like the smartest woman I know.
Because she phoned a friend.
Right, that was
She
her
did.
favorite friend.
Who you got, O'Neill?
Yeah, see?
I think Erica would say I would call my dad.
That's correct.
Oh. They inched ahead.
They sure did.
All right, next question. What is your husband's biggest fear?
Quiet. Can smell the fear in the air.
All right, who is ready?
I am.
It looks like Curtis is ready. All right, let's do this.
Not having this podcast to come to. I mean, claustrophobia. It's the same thing, being stuck in a chimney.
Yes.
Like, I don't know why I get that specific, but I could be, like, I don't want to ever be stuck. Like if I had to crawl through a crawl space, I would lose my mind. I need
Why
space.
would you be in a chimney?
Right. It has to be an intentional thing.
I mean, are you,
Because maybe
are you
somebody-
delivering gifts on Christmas?
Maybe Claire needs me to be the Black Santa. I don't know.
Why would you even try to get into a chimney?
I'm Jolly Saint Nick.
So what was
Let
the
you come
answer?
through the front door.
Because
All right,
you know
what
why?
was the answer?
Because White Santa got COVID, so now I've got to come down the damn chimney. Being stuck in a chimney.
That's what you said.
Yes. Well,
That
Krissy,
is what-
is that what I said?
Yes, that is
And
what
I'm
Paula
kinda
said.
Like, where is this coming from?
She knows that.
The funniest.
All right,
Is it
Casey,
me?
yes.
It could be two things that are kind of related, but leaving doors unlocked or lights on.
No, dog, you can't have to.
I'll go with doors unlocked. Is what I wrote.
No, that is not what she said. Electric outlet fires.
Oh, yeah. They freak me out.
You're like Captain Safety.
Right?
Safety never takes a holiday.
All right,
Paula.
Steve, what do you got?
That's a hard one.
That's a good one.
This is a hard one.
It is, because you're not afraid of anything.
I'm really not.
Super Steve.
I would say, I guess because it was just in a discussion within the last week and a half. So it's probably gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna say having purpose.
Oh, that's a good one, but that is not what she said.
That's very deep.
She said not being able to provide for your family.
I mean, that's having purpose.
I would
Ladies,
say yes.
I mean, when you're 75 years
All
old,
right, we're
being
gonna
able
give
to
it to
do a
him.
number 2 is having purpose.
Well, that's not how I see it.
What's wrong with
I'm all about the family, and if I'm not able to provide and do the things I do, that's a fear for me.
Okay.
You touched on a little bit of that in the show before. Yep. He damn sure gets those points.
all right, your next question. What's your husband's most prized possession or the item they'd save in a fire apart from you?
Assuming that they would save us.
I'm hopeful that they would.
Yeah.
I mean, that choice A, you guys make it out of the fire.
Children, any of that, everything. It's all game. It's all free game.
Other than themselves, what do you think that they would have said? All right, we are going to start. Steve put it down quick.
I haven't even written
He's not
it.
even writing things.
I haven't even written
Okay.
it because I'm still
All right,
thinking.
so we're going to start over here.
The kids.
Oh, oops.
I know.
That's not what she said.
That's fine.
I think we just assumed.
I just assumed the kids could get out.
But y'all didn't say that. You said other than her.
Yeah.
Well, have we all assumed that did you assume when we were putting down your answer that the kids were getting out?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna leave them.
Right. Why don't you just get another choice?
Yeah, so we
Do
all
over.
we all
I think you
assumed that
should
the
do
kids
it
were a
again.
piece.
Oh, then I'm getting our fire safe.
That is not what she said.
Okay, that's fine.
Got a second chance.
Oh, well, what? The fire safe, we talked about this.
Yes, we
has
did.
the critical documents, has my firearms,
But
and
it's
has
fireproof,
cash.
So why do you need to go back in and get it? Let it burn. It's fireproof.
She was Miss Cross on the website, right? I made the mistake. She was Miss Turner. She acting like it now. Is she? What did she say?
I
got it wrong.
Unit.
What is
we
it?
are one unit.
Hard drives with photos.
Yeah. That should be what I get. That should be what I get. Yes.
So now you know, God forbid.
Right. Okay.
All right, what you have, Casey?
Golf clubs.
Casey, are you serious?
Is what she said.
Let's go.
Oh, look at you, Buckaroo.
I can't believe you got
Right, Steve. Should I start the Jeopardy music for you?
Feel free.
Coach Turner.
He has to write it down though, because now he can change his answer to. You
I
gotta
have,
commit
two, I have
to.
two answers that I'm.
You gotta
I
commit
have
to it on the
I have
thing, though.
two answers. You don't have anything on the board.
I erased it already. I put
Eubanks
kids.
is
I have two.
And we
things
got
I'm-
it wrong.
I have two things I'm committed to, and it was not kids.
I still got mine
Because
wrong.
Jared's big ass better have gotten out the house.
Oh, I know, Steve.
It's two things, but I know we have to pick one. So, how many more seconds do I have?
Five.
When the song's over.
It's almost over.
I'm going to say...
Rest in peace, Alex Trebek.
By the way, this is how he orders meals at restaurants. It's like he's always the last person. He tries to buy all his time, and then he still doesn't know what he wants.
I do know. Because I know I'm going to pick the wrong one, but...
It's okay. Just a game.
I'm going to say my photos.
I would give that to you. She said scrapbooks/newspaper clippings. Scrapbooks.
Yeah, all right, we'll give it.
Photos.
All right.
I will
All right.
give that to you. That works.
All right.
Charity.
My other was my wedding ring.
What about the
Why
what
are
about
you
the
wearing
dog?
it?
Because I had to get it resized again.
All right,
The
Chris.
dog would have barked so loud. That's how we got out.
Yes.
Right?
He would have led the
You
show.
should have said the living beings.
Yes.
Good to go out.
The material.
What about
All
my
right, our
father?
last question, and then we're going to break. What is your spouse's favorite meal that you cook?
Oh, shucks.
Wait,
Sugar, honey, iced tea.
no,
That you,
it's
that we
what we cook.
That the wives
What
cook
is-
The wives cook.
Yeah.
that we love the most.
Yes.
Oh,
The ladies are cooking, and you're eating it and loving it.
Screwed me on this one.
Thanks.
Is everything
No, just because-
everything correct? No.
Remember, we're in love.
oh, gee, shit.
I dropped the candy.
I don't.
Because she does both of these off the chain.
It's a good one, but
All right, it looks like
the reason why I think I
Casey,
won't
are you
win.
ready? Do you have your answer?
Remember, we love each other, all of us.
My wife is an amazing cook and makes a lot of amazing items.
Including amazing
But
pasta.
I think she would get inside my head and know that spaghetti and meatballs would be what I would love what she cooks.
I think that's included in her answer, but she said everything.
And I said that too before I wrote it.
No, we can't give you points for that, sir.
I mean, all right.
Even your wife won't give you the points.
I couldn't pick one.
It is everything. I thought about like the peanut butter, like
You started
meatball,
to go there
everything
with
she
your
makes, chicken
opening
parm.
Did you say peanut butter and meatballs?
Yeah, we got to describe it. It's the greatest thing.
It's like a little
We will never know.
protein snack. It's like one of our daughters started
chocolate
calling
chips
them
and
peanut
peanut
butter,
butter.
meatballs
Okay.
because they're protein.
I got a little nervous. Okay.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not coming here.
I'm good.
All right, Steve.
I haven't had it in a long time, so that's why I'm worried that this will be wrong. Her shrimp pizza.
Yeah. That was like back in 1997.
So
Oh wow,
I made that.
he's going back far.
Yeah.
That is not what she said.
I figured that.
Leah said breakfast because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
all she ever cooks.
Nah, not always, but that is pretty damn good.
Don't try.
All right, I'm going with her roast collard greens, those candy yams, and deviled eggs.
I've had the deviled eggs.
Paula also said none of that.
Woo! What?
Okay, no one's scoring.
Paula said breakfast.
We're still in the lead.
What? Paula
I
does
think I tied
breakfast
you.
too?
I think I tied you.
We need to do brunch over here.
Yeah.
We love our breakfast.
No chance.
And she makes some killer potatoes. Oh, my. Deviled eggs coming right up, by the way. All right, she would be right, though. I love that breakfast.
If you did tie it up, that means it's gonna be on us.
We want to know the score.
We should have planned this a different way.
What's the score?
I was gonna do that after break.
All right, well, we'll do it after break.
Hey, after the break.
Take it to the
See,
break, girl.
As the hostess now, it's so nice. All right, so we're going to go to break. When we come back, we will have our scores, and then the gentlemen will have their chance to come back.
All right. A Squared Home and Office Solutions. A Squared is the go-to source for home and office network and audiovisual solutions. They will link technology to your lifestyle seamlessly. Visit homeandofficesolutions.com for more info.
Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill would like to thank our friends of the program: Richard Butts Jr., Jean and Clorinda Carter, Sean Clifton, Paula Cross, Justin O'Neill, Susan and Brendan O'Neill Sr., Amy O'Neill Richard, Damian and Brooke Stevenson, Marcus Taylor. If you'd like to become a friend of the program, go to www.turnerando'neill.com and click Become a Friend. We invite your questions, comments, and show ideas. Simply go to www.turnerandoneal.com and click Submit an Idea.
This segment of Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill is sponsored by
Ray Cruz. Take advantage of historically low mortgage rates for your first, next, or refinance mortgage with Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage. Ray believes the home mortgages should be about relationships. With rates as low as 2.875%, you can now save on your monthly mortgage or choose to cut years off your mortgage, saving tens of thousands. To learn more about your options, call Ray Cruz at 301-761-2278 or apply online at raypcruz.com.
Now, back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill.
All right, we are back and we have some scores.
Uh-oh.
All right, we've got Kurtis and Paula with 25.
All right.
We've got Casey and Erica with 30.
Uh-oh.
All right.
And we've got Steve and Leah with 25.
All right, we tied up, bro.
It's still a 5-point game.
All right.
All right.
Anyone can take it away.
They probably talked during the week about these questions. Who would say golf clubs?
Wait, by the way, we don't know these questions.
No, we don't.
We don't know.
Krissy came up with all these.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to find out some things.
The ladies
Oh,
have
you
no
mean
idea.
they talked during the week? Oh, for
we
sure.
filled these
Yeah,
out
they're-
today.
They're totally
There
true.
we
We
go.
just answered today.
So we're handing our board out.
She just gave me the look of
So you got to hand that whiteboard over.
Wait, didn't we have more questions?
There are more.
Oh, there are. Okay. Oh, we just didn't use. Oh,
We didn't
okay.
use all of them.
We
We
were
wanted to make
prepared.
sure
I
we
was
had.
referring back to the one I updated late last night.
We still like to hear the answer to that.
Okay, well, y'all can ask bonus questions later for no points, though. No one gets in trouble, right? All right, let's do it.
All right, our first question. What is the first car your husband ever owned? So that includes maybe they didn't purchase it, maybe it was a gift from their parents, but a vehicle that was theirs. Leah's ready. All right, Leah, what you got?
Bingo, Jack.
Sentra. That is not correct.
I was so confident. What the heck?
No, I mean,
It was a. You go ahead.
I drove that car during like senior year, but my first owned car was the car I got for graduation, my Honda
I
Accord.
was gonna say
We
Honda
talked about
Accord,
that.
but then I had a flashback of when I used to drive me home in the Nissan Sentra.
You used to drive that thing in the snow delivering groceries,
So
he
wait,
told
I
us.
drove
maybe
that.
I didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
I drove
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't. Maybe I just.
I mean, it was the car that was my car, but I wouldn't call it the car
You're
I
too
owned.
technical. Oh my god. I was right. I almost said
Erica.
Honda, and then I was like,
Now I'm thinking it was something else, but the Jimmy,
Nope.
the Bronco.
Because maybe y'all should have listened to one of our episodes. You would have gotten all of these
these
answers.
answers. You would.
It was the Bronco.
That was what I just said. That was my second answer.
Well, you need to make that your first answer.
did you talk about?
But the question was a little bit
I
misleading
just
too.
said that.
I did put
So
down.
he actually put down 2 answers here.
You and these two
Dog,
answers.
you
is the
can't
one
have
answer,
two
dude.
answers. What was the question, Krissy?
So, what is the first car your husband ever owned?
Yeah,
Then
because
the
I
Sentra
didn't, I
would be
didn't
right.
own the Ford Bronco 2.
Why-
It was just the
why
car I
can't-
got to
I don't
drive.
look at it as-
Jeep Cherokee was the car that I
Oh, I
owned.
blew it either way.
See the owned part. The owned part. I mean, who knows who's owning
All right, well,
what?
let's
I
see
know
what's
it's
going
on.
gonna
All
be-
right.
Let's keep it moving.
I'm going to guess that she put the damn Jeep on there, and that's not the right answer. Is my guess.
I did not put the gold Jeep. I put the station wagon.
Well, yeah, but what kind was it? You don't know?
I wasn't there.
No, it was 1984.
I
Well, that's the year it was. Not.
Is
but I
that
got
the
it.
vehicle?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It was a station wagon. It was a Ford Escort,
Station.
1984.
Do I get the
station
point?
He gets
wagon.
the
You
point.
get the
We give you the
points.
point
the
for
one
the
that's
station
way.
wagon.
How is it my partner giving me the hardest time about it?
Because you should know it was a Ford Escort.
What was my first vehiole?
Your grandfather's Ford Taurus.
That is not correct. It was a Pontiac 6000.
That's what I said. Didn't I just say that? How would I know? They don't even make the Pontiac 6000 anymore.
Stuck his
Who
foot in his
dri-
mouth on that one.
Who drives a
Ford
Pontiac?
Escort station you went.
I did, and I got to gigs that you probably went to. I DJ gigs that y'all probably went to out of that damn. You know who owned that? My dad bought it from a woman whose son died. It was a dead man's car.
Oh, all right. May he rest in peace.
Oh, I don't know the guy.
Black Santa. Own a dead man's car.
It's a hell of a bio, isn't it?
Next question, please.
Oh, God.
What color shirt did your husband wear on your first date?
Are you kidding
Like,
me?
that's like the worst question ever. Like, the worst question ever.
You don't know what you wore on the first
No,
date?
no, I'm not.
No, that was 25 years ago. Gmo Christmas.
I still have an answer for everything, don't I?
I had an answer.
I'm
I
pissed
just
about
put
the
something.
Honda Sentra thing. 'Cause I was gonna put Honda, and I was like, no, the Sentra. He'll be mad if I don't remember the Sentra.
All right. Paula, do you have your answer?
I do. I'm sure it's not right. I'm going to say a white shirt with his black bomber jacket.
Youngin, you get an extra helping of dessert tonight. Tell her what I put on there.
White polo with a leather coat.
Go ahead, dog. Go ahead, dog.
I guess that was your go-to fit.
Because I don't change. That's usually what I wear. Because I don't change.
All right. Steve.
What is it?
Blue.
You're my boy, Blue.
So what color was the shirt? Right? That was
Yep.
the question?
He doesn't know.
Oh. Well, you could have guessed like I did.
I was hoping
We're
that
not
you would
giving
just
a
think
point.
like I thought and say, I don't remember.
That's not a good answer.
That's like saying breakfast. Or everything, right?
I think you had a lot of blue shirts.
All right, Erica. Erica said a Redskins
Redskins
jersey.
jersey, burgundy and
And
gold.
that
I
is
just
what
feel
Casey
like-
said.
First of all, wait, hold on.
These are youngins. They,
Right,
look at
I was about to
this-
say,
this
we
for sure.
know each other.
They
Exactly.
don't understand this.
No, they don't. They're not our age yet. That's the problem.
Our first date was 1995 or 96.
They were still in high school.
Exactly. Were you even in high school?
Yes.
No, you weren't.
Yes,
Are
he
you-
was.
Yes, I was.
I'm thinking-
I was going to college. Get ready
I'm
to go
thinking
to
he was in middle school is what I'm
college.
thinking.
Come on, man. Come on.
All right, that's fine. Next.
Next question. We'll take that lead.
Are you guys ready?
See the eyes. Fourth quarter here. Let's go.
Okay. All right. You down by 1 goal, brother. What you gonna do?
Oh, we're up.
Where would your wife choose to go on a dream vacation?
Don't look at me like that.
Ladies?
Don't look at me like that.
What? I'm just curious. See
Capital
what
One
you said.
Arena.
I have to get
I'm
into
joking.
your head.
I'm just looking over here.
I hope that's not her dream vacation. Capital One.
I have to get into your head. What you would think that
I mean,
would
Paula's
say.
fast. She's just waiting. Let's go, Paula.
I don't know if she's right,
I
but
think she got it
Does
right.
it, how specific do we need to be?
I'm going to say Bermuda.
Nope.
That is not correct.
Okay. Where would we go?
Berry Islands of Hawaii.
No, Berry Islands or Hawaii is what I said. Either way, I'm wrong.
I like both of those places.
I know you do. But Bermuda was tight when we went there.
Yeah.
Erica.
A warm beach.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, hold on. But the Berry Islands is a warm beach like Bermuda.
Well, I mean, he said Hawaii or back to Aruba, which are both beachy places.
But he didn't say a warm beach.
Right, but
not
but
say a
but
warm
but,
beach.
but the Berry Islands are a warm beach like Bermuda. So do I get credit?
No,
No.
because this is more general. It's Bermuda. There's no way Bermuda's ever going to be the Berry Islands.
How do you know? Have you been to both? Have you been to both, sister?
I have been to neither.
That was so convincing.
I love it.
However, I would refer to both of them as a warm beach.
Fine. She's gonna come in the studio and take over. Well, that's what this is, right?
Right.
You invited me.
All right, Leah. Costa Rica.
Good answer.
I thought so.
Oh,
Great answer,
Steve.
but that's not
I
where I
thought
was.
Wait, don't tell me. Did he say Tahiti?
No.
Okay, good. Then I
He
don't know.
said Fiji or Bora Bora.
I was gonna say.
Oh, those
one
are
of
both
those
great
two.
places.
But I said this because I thought you would be nostalgic for our missed trip.
But he has said more than once how he has less than pleased that COVID took that away.
That's okay.
All right, next question. What is your wife's favorite movie snack? So now the question is, what did they write as your favorite movie snack?
Wow.
That would be the best way to phrase it.
Yeah, because I don't know if you really know my favorite movie.
Wait, so what does he think my favorite movie snack is?
What's your favorite movie snack?
They were asked what your favorite movie snack is. I mean, Leah's ready, so we've got to go here because I think this is the first time you've put it up that fast.
This is not what I would really say.
Then why are you saying it?
She said popcorn. Steve said candy.
Oh, I could have said candy. I was going to say Junior Mint.
And that's why I said candy.
Obviously.
Because it was general.
Because popcorn is my favorite snack.
The warm beach of the movie.
Right, there you go. Exactly.
I was trying to think the way you think, and I should just think the
No,
way
think
I
about
think.
what you would have, not what I
Because you
have.
know me
I
better
like
than
popcorn.
I know myself.
You know what you
candy.
like.
You get candy, I always get popcorn.
There you
All
go.
right, Erica.
Popcorn.
Popcorn, yes.
Who's been to the movies anyway? I can't
Right.
remember what that's like.
I mean, Casey
Overpriced.
actually said popcorn or M&M's.
Of course.
No.
Options.
Dog, you
No, you put two answers.
When?
That's a check.
Yeah, thank you, Coach.
I see how you get your championships.
I mean, you said Berry Islands or Hawaii.
Krissy?
Dog, I write your paycheck. Watch your mouth.
Popcorn.
Boom!
Well, she drew a
Popcorn.
picture and everything.
With a picture of a cloud. Or a piece of popcorn.
So
pick.
Curtis said popcorn and Reese's.
So you're another double guy.
Put
Come
two
on.
in there.
But not, he did it first.
You can't be calling
He did it
pot
first.
calling the kettle black. You can't do that.
I'm the Black Santa
Black
Claus.
Santa.
Leave me alone. Ho, ho, ho.
Come on, ref. This is just like
You treat me like you treat Felipe.
I think it should be some negative points for the
Come on,
Buckaroo
Ref.
Brothers
Come on,
who keep
Ref.
using two answers.
Only because you're behind and you want to catch up. That's the only reason you're saying
He's
that.
way back there.
Nah, I mean,
Let's end
I'm
this
the
thing.
biggest bro. I'm the
Let's
oldest
go.
guy on this thing.
Let's
So
go.
for me, it's always about letting the little brothers win, make them feel good.
Never.
Thank you, sir.
No, you win. Play to win.
The Buckaroo Brothers. That's
He
cute.
called us the Buckaroo.
I'll take what losers say for 1,000.
Oh, and the wine hasn't even opened yet.
See, you're
I-
lucky.
Erica started.
I do better with wine, I think.
Erica started by saying, but we're winning.
And we're in love.
Right?
All right, our next question. What is the most embarrassing thing you have ever done
this was hard.
around your husband?
I know she's going to get this wrong, but she should
I
take
have
my
ever
answer.
done?
Most embarrassing thing you've ever done around your husband?
I don't know if I've done anything embarrassing.
While they're thinking, I forgot, we should mention this. First all-black officiating crew on an NFL game tonight,
That's
right here.
Monday night.
Talk amongst yourselves. I got to think.
Yeah, they got to think. We got any sports headlines while they think?
We're going to go ahead and kick off
2 days
with a
away,
little bit of
NCAA
Jeopardy.
hoops.
Ladies,
We are. Lakers are retooling. Houston's trying to retool. Clippers trying to retool. Toronto trying to get there. Philly and Brooklyn trying to do something.
All right, they're ready. They're ready.
We're not ready.
are they ready? I don't think they're ready.
Paul's not
So
ready.
many things.
I mean, Leah has nothing down
I
on.
have no shame. See, that's the problem. I don't get embarrassed. All right.
All right, Paula's ready. Let's go.
She's going to get it wrong.
Oh, 100%. When I hit him with a car.
Wow,
She did do that.
Probably wins.
I can tell you all the story. No, that's not it, though. Your 40th birthday.
Oh, yeah. That was bad.
Some drinks?
Oh, yeah.
Drunk on birthday.
Drunk on birthday.
Drunk on birthday.
She did hit me with a car, though. She did. We never told that story. We were at Home Depot, and my car was here, and the other car was there, and I didn't tell you all this.
No.
I'm getting all my mulch and stuff like that, and I say, Paula, put it in reverse. We gotta, reverse whatever, so I can, or drive up or whatever, because we have to open the back doors and get stuff in. So she puts it in park after she does it and gets out the car. Or so she thought. The car was still in reverse, and she got out of the car, and it reverses on me and pins me in between my bumper and the other bumper. And all I said was, put it in drive, put it in drive, put it in drive. It's Home Depot, Aspen Hill.
Oh, wow.
And so we went there last week.
Yes. Oh, we went there last week.
To
and
do a reenactment?
And I started shaking, and she thought something was wrong.
I was
I'm like,
driving.
no, I'm
He
here. This.
scared me. I'm like, oh my gosh.
But that was the first time she had to call my mother, and that's the first time she had ever talked to my mom. Was to call my mom and tell her, I just hit your son.
I just backed into him.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just pinned him in between two vehicles.
But no, that was a good one.
All right, next one.
Leah.
Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Because
Leah's got a big fat nothing.
And
I'm not going to be embarrassed in front of you.
that's very true. But I just threw one in there anyway. And I just said,
So wait, back a few questions ago when you didn't have an answer and you said nothing and I guessed the blue shirt and you said I can't remember, that was okay. But now that I'm saying nothing and you just threw in a random answer, that's okay? Go ahead. What did he say?
Drunk and letting it all go.
Okay, yes. But I wasn't embarrassed in front of him.
Y'all are twinsies on that one.
yeah, I wasn't saying for it to be embarrassing towards me.
Right.
Embarrassing towards, those that you were around.
You were embarrassed about me
I wasn't
being drunk.
embarrassed. I just pain in the ass to deal with.
If I'm drunk, I'm
Thank you,
not
Steve.
aware of any embarrassing things until the next day, probably. But go ahead.
All right, Erica.
I really don't know. Recently I just forget the correct days and times. Like I had him pick one of our daughters up at a birthday party. And I got the location and the day right, but he was there an hour early and I don't know. There's quite a few
She
things.
doesn't do many things embarrassing, but this one goes way back. And at the time, what you're about to read wasn't embarrassing. It was scary. But then I think going back, I'm like, what just happened?
Inscaracing.
Casey said it was a Brazil cooking explosion.
Oh, yeah.
She remembers that.
So it was between Christmas and New Year. One of my great friends from college was marrying a girl from an island called Floripa below Sao Paulo. And we were in Brazil. And Cole was with us. The girls weren't born yet. Took this long trip, had a great week, beautiful island, right? Incredible wedding. But we couldn't understand how the kitchen worked. Was bring the food in this little apartment we were renting. And it had a glass cover on it, and we just kept turning it on, like nothing's heating up. So we just kept turning. I guess in those countries you have to lift the whole glass thing up. But
I've just never seen that. I thought it was to keep it clean because it was a rental.
Right.
so we just fired that baby up.
It wasn't plastic.
Yeah, we wanted to fire up some Brazilian pasta noodles or something and try to that
Brazilian
glass.
I'm
I'm joking, by the way.
I caught that.
It just exploded.
Everywhere.
Absolutely, yeah, and thank goodness she was close to it, but nobody got
Yeah, Cole didn't get hurt.
But the landlord of the place came in, or
And
they were like,
curious. They're like,
"What
why would
have
you
you
do
done?"
this?
We're like,
Why
don't
would
know."
you have this
Right.
contraption?
Why would you put this on here?
Right. So
She looked like she went off on them fools.
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. We ran out of water in this place where we were, so we literally
Because you used it to put out the fire.
we
That's
used it
why.
to put out the fire, so we had to go and get big jugs of water and take Cole to the shower and dump it on.
Inscaracing.
Anyway, there you go.
All right. No points for that question.
All right.
All right, our last question. So this is your last
Can you make
last
it worth
chance.
50 so we can catch up?
no.
I don't think that would be fair.
Why? They can get 50.
She got a point there. All right, let's do it. What we got?
All right, your last question. So this is your last chance to get points to take away the win for the Not So Newlywed Game. What is your husband's favorite perfume that you wear?
Oh, yeah.
So a perfume that you wear that your husband likes the most.
I'm dying to see what she said, if it's that funny.
I don't even know.
All right, we're going to start with Erica.
Deodorant?
Erica, you're something.
She knows me because she knows I couldn't name one of these perfumes. So what?
Not to be outdone by Casey's answer of grape.
Casey, that's one of those things that's so... I'm not laughing, but it's funny as hell.
It's inside.
That's funny as hell.
It's inside. We used to joke because
This
our
fool
daughters
said
read this
grape.
book, Fancy Nancy, and they would talk about grape bubble bath, and the girls were like, "We want to take grape bubble bath," and it was like, "I want to smell grapey like Fancy Nancy." So every time I see her, I was like, "Ah, you smell like grape bubble bath. You smell so nice." I know it's not
Krissy,
funny to you
you
guys.
are a
It's
fool.
funny to us.
You are
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
You are a fool.
All right, Paula, what do you have?
I'm gonna guess that she got it right.
Gucci guilty.
That is not what Curtis
By
said.
Gucci Mane.
Don't guess anymore.
Curtis said Vera Wang for women.
Paula's like, I never owned that in my life.
She sure does.
That must have been the girl you took to that basketball.
All right, Leah.
No.
What the hell? She put my natural odor.
Flower.
She said no.
You sure that's not grape natural?
No, I went, honestly, I went with what the question asked.
But I didn't think you'd know the name of that perfume.
And I don't know the name because when she tells you what I said.
This is like a
What
recurring
is it?
theme.
It's Annick
Every time they
Goutal.
answer, he's
Okay.
like, "What?" I was.
But what does it smell like?
Lemon lime.
What did I put?
Lemon lime.
Oh, we should give it to them.
No. It's fourth quarter. Game over.
Why would you say that when there's not? That's not a deal.
Because
That's not
I
a.
didn't
If
think
his
you'd
man
know the
found
name.
out, his man found out.
I
That's
knew how
it.
to describe it.
I don't wear perfume anymore.
Is he Chris Webber? Did he pull a?
There's no timeouts up.
Yikes.
Oh, God.
That's it.
What
We
is
won
the-
in spirit.
What is the lemon lime thing? What is that
It's
perfume?
Annick Goutal.
I can't even spell that.
And that's why I put.
I think you're right on that. Gucci
call it-
guilty.
So it smells like 7-Up.
And I used to have
called
this
lemon
lemon
lime.
lime dress that
Sierra
I also
Mist.
wore. So brings back a whole package. Yeah.
See?
Okay.
All right.
All
We
right.
know the real
After
winners.
our last round of the Not So Newlywed Game, we
That
have
was a
our
bunch of fun.
winners.
That was a bunch of fun.
We have our winners. In third place, we have Steve and Leah
But we're in
She is
love.
so dramatic.
with 25 points. I don't get to host very often.
Get to the hosting.
I'm going to enjoy a little bit.
We
Thank
might
you.
do this takeover like once a month.
In second place, we have Curtis and Paula
Right, we'll take it. We'll
okay.
take it. We'll
with
take it.
40 points.
We'll take it.
And in first place
Whatever.
with 45 points, Krissy and Erica. Good job, guys.
All right.
Do they get a prize?
Yes.
Now, before we go to break,
Whoa.
No way.
We get to be in love.
we have a little prize for our winner.
Did that come out
To
of my
be in love
pocket?
and drunk.
Oh, they
What
got.
is this?
What is this?
This is for all
And
the
we've got
participants.
a little something for all the participating parties.
Wow. This is awesome.
All right, y'all doing it up.
We'll
open
take
it
it. Take it over
Yeah,
every
we're
week.
gonna open it out.
All right, the girls are taking a TO. Let's see what we got here.
Nicely wrapped.
It's a surprise for all of the families or all of the couples.
Oh, it's made out of bamboo, I see. Oh, it's a cutting board. Oh, nice. We need a new one. Thank you,
Let me
guys.
guess, personal creations.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's tough.
I'll say it probably says
Oh,
something on
my,
it.
you guys.
That
Oh,
is
look at y'all.
So
tough.
clever.
That
Take a
is
picture.
Oh,
tough.
man.
Says
Where's the- what
Turner
camera?
and O'Neill,
Which
the
camera?
podcast, the Not So Newlywed Game.
Which camera's on right now?
This is so
Currently, you are on right here.
Wow.
All right,
This is
show-
unbelievable.
Yay.
Just in time for Thanksgiving.
The Not So Newlywed Game.
That is all right.
Oh, I
Take a
gotta do it
TO
again.
edition.
I need to do it again.
Thank you.
That is all right. How did y'all? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what it costs or whatever. We got to cut. These girls, they gonna make me cry up in here.
No, this was very nice. This was very,
That is tight.
very nice.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
No, you're not gonna like that.
So we going to commercial or something?
All right, so congratulations
Thank you.
to our winning couple.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone, for participating in the Not So Newlywed Game.
Thank you for hosting it.
All right,
Special
guys.
edition. So now, a word from our advertisers, and we will be back. Be sure to listen at Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
Nailed it.
Buzzsprout, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, or Google Podcasts. Download the app and subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss an episode of Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill.
At Peace Players International, we use the power of sport to unite, educate, and inspire young people to create a more peaceful world. We offer sport programming, peace education, and leadership development to those living in communities of conflict. We challenge the hate that is driven by the fear of our differences. Find out more at www.peaceplayers.org.
We invite your questions, comments, and show ideas. Simply go to www.turnerandoneal.com and click Submit an Idea.
Connect with us socially on Instagram and Facebook at Turner O'Neill Podcast, on Twitter at Turn On Podcast, on YouTube, just search Turner and O'Neill, then subscribe. And of course, you can visit our website at www.turnerandoneal.com. Building your brand is an important part of your business growth. By partnering with Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill, you'll gain the exposure and brand recognition behind our podcast. With thousands of listeners, subscribers, and website visitors, your company will benefit from our popularity online and during the podcast. Our partners also benefit from our exposure on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Buzzsprout, and Apple Podcasts. Inquire today and let's partner to build your brand.
The final word is brought to you by
Healthy Baller. Become your own success story. At Healthy Baller, our team of specialists is committed to providing injury recovery and strength and conditioning training tailored to individual needs. Watching our clients break barriers fuels our passion for athletic development. With scheduled sessions or drop-in classes, Healthy Baller has a success story waiting for you. We offer group and team training, individual workouts, or semi-private training. Call 844-622-5537 or visit healthyballer.com.
Now, back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. I'm going to tell you, this was a lot more fun than I thought it could be. I did not know it could be this fun. Ladies, thank you for putting it together. I think it was creative. It was fun. You called us out. We had to answer some questions. And I think the most important part was we had fun, and our listening audience got to get to know our wives and got to get to know the dynamic that is us. So, Leah, any thoughts?
No, I'm just really, first of all, this is what I've been dying to say, but it didn't come up in the game. I'm really, really proud of you guys. All of you. I mean, for coming up with this and moving forward and sticking to it and making the best out of a really tough time. I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic where people are stressed. I mean, I work with stressed out people for a living, and you all didn't succumb to that. You made something of, your time, and you're doing a really good thing. So I'm really proud of you guys.
We can't do it without y'all. We can't do it. Every time the opportunity comes up, he says, well, Leah Turner, he mentions you all. We can't do it unless y'all let us leave the house and come out here and do this. So thanks for saying that. Erica, your thoughts?
Yes, to echo what Leah said again. I mean, this is week 21. That's huge. I
Right.
remember when it was week 3, and you guys are still just so excited about it, but I feel like you're just as excited now and about moving forward as you were at the beginning. So again, with everything else going on, this is just a very good thing, I think, for the three of you, for us to share with our families, and it was really cool to be a part of this.
You just want us out the house. Every Monday, you want us out the house. Is that what it is? Look, she's looking away. Oh, look at that score. Wow.
Man, how you love football.
Paula.
I can echo obviously what you said, but you guys, there's not a less of a spark. You guys continue to have that spark, and it's awesome to see. And God, this was fun, and I hope that we don't stop texting each other every now and again. It was a blast, and I hope to do this again at some point. Not necessarily
Not next week.
Not next week, but at some point again. This was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
All right, gentlemen, what do you think, Coach Buckaroo? We're Buckaroo Brothers now. He just donned us the Buckaroo Brothers.
BBs.
I think the ladies did a fine job. This was fun.
Every superhero needs a sidekick, so I appreciate you being my Buckaroos. I'm teasing. It's listening to you guys put this together and see this through was a total blast. Didn't know what to expect.
Did they shine the flashlight?
They shined that inner flashlight and made it happen. Appreciate that. But I will say, sitting here next to my beautiful wife, who was not as excited about getting in front of the microphone going into this, but she is. I just want to tell her how amazing I think she is, and I think our relationship and everything gets stronger and stronger. So what you did tonight was amazing. So thank you. I love you.
And she had, I think she had the two best singers of the night. We in
she
love.
can bring it. Yeah, she can bring it.
And,
she can
but
bring
we're
it.
winning though.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
won.
rewind that. I'm gonna play that back.
We champions.
Coach Turner.
One, great job by you all putting this together in a short period of time, and bringing some things to light for the listeners. Definitely an opportunity to share with you guys. I think we all, in our moments, certainly sit here and talk about how important you guys are to us. And this was something that we felt was important to be able to bring you into our world that we've been living for the last, I guess, 22 weeks.
Technically 22.
Technically it was 6.5.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
22 weeks. And we appreciate you, for one, allowing us to be able to get away from the house at times to do something that I think we've found to be something that we're falling in love with and enjoying outside of our normal world. And being able to have this podcast. I say it all the time. It's probably my sanctuary right now, not being able to have the court and not knowing when that's going to be able to be brought back to me and the kids that I coach. So having this to lean on right now, man, it's the best. And thank you guys for sharing with us.
Steve, you and I have always connected over music, but I didn't know it'd be through microphones we connect. So that's a pretty big deal. Ladies and gentlemen, we're accepting contributions and friends of the program and advertisers. We'll get to that stuff. This is more than that. This was a great family time, and Krissy is a part of that family.
Yes,
Thank
I
you
wanna
to
say,
Krissy.
She was our unsung hero for the night. I mean, she was working the controls and hosting the game show.
Pushing
and
little
came up
doodads.
with- came up with the questions to ask
Amazing.
us. So, I mean, and she jumped in with both feet. So thank you.
And you have great energy. You bring a lot. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yes. Can I say one
you.
last thing?
Please do.
This episode will be aired on Thursday. And I just want to tell everybody, everybody out there, happy Thanksgiving. It's easy to point fingers right now at all the things going on, but just be grateful. And we're thankful for
Be
this.
safe.
Yes, and be smart.
I heard something today that ties into that. Look, if you have to, because of this pandemic, give up the hugs and the kisses and all that now so you can have them forever later. We have to do it digitally if you have to. But connect with us socially. You guys know how to find us because you're listening to us right now. So I don't have to tell you how to come find us. You guys are on our Instagram. You're on our Twitter. You're on our Facebook page. You see us on YouTube. Hello, whatever camera we're on, you guys see us. So look, get with our sponsors. They believed in us from day one. Folks like Healthy Baller, the Tamara Cusick team, Ray Cruz, Dynamic DJ Entertainment, and all of our sponsors. Get with them sometime. But in the meantime, we're getting ready to close out the show. Steve, you have the quote.
I don't know that this is really a quote, but something that was written that I read, and the word's been used a lot in tonight's podcast. And that's family. And so as this goes, family is one of the sweetest words anyone can say, because the letters of family means father and mother, I love you. So love your family always. I think it just fit perfectly because it's that time of the season when families get together, and a lot of families are going to be apart because of COVID. So I thought this was fitting for this week's podcast.
Krissy, pull the plug.
Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill would like to thank our partners, sponsors, and donors. Our partners, the Tamara Cusick team, Dynamic DJ Entertainment, Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage, Healthy Baller, and Insurance Alliance Group LLC. Our sponsors, O'Neill Development LLC, Next Level Lacrosse, Peace Players International, A Squared Home and Office Solutions, and Collins Funeral Home. Our donors, Redwood Investments, Justin O'Neill, donor, and Winsight Media. Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill is produced by Curtis Cross and engineered by DJ Krissy. All material is the exclusive property of the podcast and may not be copied, rebroadcast, or used in any way without written consent of the podcast. The views, ideas, and commentary of podcast guests are solely their own and not necessarily endorsed by the podcast. You may submit questions, podcast ideas, and commentary to turnero'neillpodcast@gmail.com. No compensation is offered for submitted material. Should we choose to use your idea, comment, or question, you agree to your likeness, social media identity, and or information being used on the podcast. Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill is recorded weekly and distributed via Google Podcast, Spotify, Buzzsprout, Apple Podcast, and other popular podcast platforms. Some portions of the podcast may be pre-recorded. Be sure to search and subscribe. Join us socially on Facebook and Instagram at Turner O'Neill Podcast, on Twitter at Turn On Podcast, and on YouTube. Search Turner and O'Neill and subscribe. Our website is www.turnerando'neill.com. Partnership opportunities are available.